Many citizens, non-citizens, and illegal aliens are in our country. As shocking as it may be, far-left Democrats in our country are determined to conceal the number of illegal aliens in our midst. This is part of a broader left-wing effort to erode the rights of the American citizen and is very unfair to our country.
Joining me right now is North Carolina Congressman, House Republican Conference Vice Chairman and Homeland Security Committee member Mark Walker. And it is good to see you, Congressman. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thanks, Maria.
What do you want to see out of these raids this weekend? Tell me your ideas or solutions for this crisis at the border.
Well, I think we have to start with understanding, specifically your audience, that these are people who have already had their day in court and ruled against. So this is not something that we're just going into homes, or ICE is just going to homes and grabbing random people. These people have their process. I would also add this. President Trump has a long way of catching anything close to how many people that President Obama deported as well.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Congressman Matt Schlapp. What is it about the issue of immigration, and this is something you're a real expert in, where the American people don't get to hear the facts about what the people who want to simply follow the law are trying to do with things like making sure people who go out of the asylee process get sent back to their home country?
Once again, this is just common sense, and even the segment that you played from President Trump yesterday, if the truth be known, and we've looked at this and have this locked in from our data, 2/3 of the country believe it's okay to ask an individual here in the country, are you a citizen or not? This is the kind of propaganda that we see coming from the radical left, and even sometimes the mainstream left, to be able to dumb down some of the crisis and some of the things that we're seeing. Remember, 6 months ago, this wasn't even a crisis with Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer.
Well, let me switch gears, ask you about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez sparking outrage again, Congressman. Now she's calling for the end of the Department of Homeland Security. Listen to this.
ICE is not under DOJ. It's under the Department of Homeland Security. And so we have now...
Would you get rid of Homeland Security, too?
I think so. I think we need to undo a lot of the egregious mistakes that the Bush administration did.
So you sit on House Homeland Security Committee. What do you think about getting rid of DHS?
Yeah, I'm the ranking member on terrorism and counterintelligence. I will first say the Washington community is still reeling after we find out that from Kamala Harris and AOC that Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi have been closet racist this whole time. But now she's calling on the Department of Homeland Security to be abolished. I can tell you right now, and I get to have the chance to go to all the different classified briefings from our national security agencies, we have over 1,000 ongoing investigations by the FBI due to terroristic activity. Once again, the far left, being led by the squad, if you will, do not understand the very basic principles of security in the United States of America.
Congressman, I mean, do you really think that AOC and this other members of the squad, as you put it, don't understand this? Is this just a political agenda? Do they have a real solution here? Or is this just sort of backseat nihilism, for lack of a better way to put it?
Yeah, I would go with the third option there. There's a lot of people saying that she's just playing politics. I simply do not think that she grasps or has the level of understanding needed, not only to speak on these issues, but even to serve in the United States Congress. Of course, she was duly and fairly elected. But this isn't just about the squad. I guess Nancy Pelosi likes to make it that, but if you go back and look at the humanitarian aid, which the Democrats have been calling for the better part of a year, and sometimes rightfully so, it wasn't just the 4 people that voted against this. This was close to 100 Democrats. We want to make sure that we're really putting the spotlight on how far left the Democratic Congress is leading these days.
So how is this going to play out, all of this division within the Democratic Party? How do you see this evolving?
Not very well. I've been here 4.5 years from North Carolina. This is the first time that I have observed, or even looking back through history, that Nancy Pelosi has begun to lose this kind of control from her base. I think she has some strong support, but these ladies love the attention, love the limelight, love the social media world and what it gathers from the far left. I don't see it going away anytime soon.
Congressman, let me ask you about trade. President Trump is traveling to Wisconsin today, pushing for the passage of the USMCA trade deal. I spoke with Vice President Mike Pence's chief of staff Staff Mark Short earlier this week, as well as House Minority Whip Steve Scalise. And I asked them, when are we going to see this bill come to the floor? Any deadlines that they are expecting? Listen to this.
We think if it's brought to the floor, it has the votes to pass. But likely it's going to look more like this fall, I think, at this point, Maria, than this summer.
Mark Short said earlier on the program that he's expecting Nancy Pelosi to bring the USMCA bill down for a vote in the fall. Is that what you're expecting, or is it not happening this year?
Well, I think it's definitely possible that that happens. I'd like to see that happen. America is better off with USMCA than current law, current NAFTA. We've got to get it done. Let's create more jobs in our economy.
Congressman, where do you stand on USMCA? Will you vote for it?
100%. Listen, when Justin Trudeau, the Canadian Prime Minister, who's no fan of Trump, when he's here at the Capitol lobbying for something that would continue to improve the Trump economy, absolutely it's a good thing. In my state, it's 300,000 jobs impacted across the country. Could be connected with more than 22 million jobs. This is good for the economy, it's good for the country, but once again, Democrats are more concerned about the politics and their hatred for the president than doing what's best for the American people.
All right, Congressman, we will leave it there. We will keep watching this. If he doesn't get USMCA passed, which is a deal with our friends, Mexico and Canada, I don't know what the other deals that he's working on looks like. This is real important to get this passed, isn't it?
Most definitely. It needs to happen now.
Congressman, good to see you. Thanks so much.
Good to see you. Thanks.